How to create a Turnitin assignment in Moodle.
Turn editing on and pick your topic, and choose to add an activity or resource. Click on Turnitin Assignment 2 and add. Name the assignment and give a description if you like. Then choose to display the description or not. Next, choose the submission type file upload, or text submission. Then choose the number of parts you want for the assignment, and the maximum file size allowed. Choose if you want to allow submissions of any type. To create an similarity report, Turnitin needs readable text, such as Word document, PowerPoint, Excel sheets, etc. It cannot run a report on image files. If, however, you want to use Feedback Studio to give feedback to students that submit image files, you can choose Yes to submit any file type. Choose Yes to display the similarity reports to students or not. You can choose to display the grades as fraction or percentage. You can also choose to automatically refresh the similarity scores and grades or not. You can set these values as assignment defaults. Click on the arrow next to Grades to access those fields under the Grade menu. Choose None, Point, or Scale under Type, then enter in the point value of the assignment. If you have categories in your gradebook, choose which category this assignment goes in. You can also enter a grade to pass. Click on the arrow next to Assignment Part 1 to access those fields. Enter a name for this part if you like. Enter the start date, due date, and post date. The post date indicates when you want your feedback to be released to your students. If you want your feedback released all at once, and you estimate that it will take you a week to grade all the papers, set the post date to be 1 week after the due date. If you are not worried that Student 1 sees your feedback before Student 2, have the post date equal to due date. Next, enter the maximum grade for this assignment. Click on the arrow next to Similarity Report options. Here, you can choose to allow submissions after the due date or not. This allows students that have not already submitted an assignment to submit once after the due date. Next, choose When to generate the similarity report. There are 3 choices. Generate the report immediately with no resubmissions allowed. Generate reports immediately with resubmissions allowed until the due date. Or allow submissions until the due date, but wait to generate the reports until that due date. Next, choose to store student papers in the repository or not. In order to generate an similarity report, please note, some of these checkbox needs to be checked. In order to generate similarity report, the options are check against student papers, check against internet, and check against journals, periodicals, and publications. You can choose to exclude the bibliography from the similarity report and exclude quoted material from the similarity report. You can choose to exclude a match that is less than a certain number of words from the report. Click on the arrow next to Grade Mark options to access those fields. If you already have a Turnitin rubric created, you can choose it from the drop-down menu. If not, click on Launch Rubric Manager. Students will be able to see the rubric prior to submitting their assignment. This is the Rubric Manager. From the drop-down, you can choose to create a new rubric, or you can choose to import one. Turnitin can import rubrics in the form of Excel spreadsheets and RBC files. For this video, let's create a new rubric. Name the rubric, then enter in each criterion and scale. If you need to add a criterion, click the plus sign icon. If you need to add a scale, click the plus sign icon here. You can choose to weigh the criterion equally or not. Don't forget to set your scale. For example, I have decided that this column will be full credit and ranked as 3, and this column will be considered incomplete and ranked as 1. You can also choose to create a point space rubric, or a rubric that has no point value and is used for feedback only. When you are done, click Save. Once created, you can choose the rubric from the drop-down menu. Common module settings, restrict access and activity completion are Moodle settings that are not covered in this video. When you are done, click Save and return to course. On the home page, it indicates that a Turnitin assignment is created.